This is Algebra 1, Lesson 13, Practice. Simplify. For Part A, we're going to look and we're going to see lots of different symbols of inclusion. We're going to start on the inside. We can do both of these and we will copy everything else down. I have an indicated multiplication here with the parentheses up against a parenthesis, so I'm going to leave them in there. -4 minus 3 would be -7. -8 minus 2 would be -10. Then I'm going to look and say, well, I got to go back inside. There's nothing I can do inside of here or here, but I can go ahead and do that multiplication so that I can simplify that set of the symbols of inclusion. So let's copy everything else down. Okay, -7 times -10 is +70, and it's not being multiplied by anything, so I'll leave the parentheses off. I can see that I can simplify this set, these brackets, and I really don't, yeah, I do. That's an indicated multiplication. I do need those brackets. 70 minus 4 would be 66. Then I'm going to go inside here and do the 2 times 66. And when you do 2 times 66, it's 132. And then I can multiply these. $396. And that's my answer for A. For B, we have a fraction. We're going to start on the inside here. Copy everything else down. I'm going to go ahead and do these in the denominator. Okay. So back in the numerator, -4 minus 1 would be -5. In the denominator, 4 minus 7 is -3. Going back up to the numerator, I've got a multiplication in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I can go ahead and do this multiplication here. Copy everything else down. And I'll do the bottom one first. 2 times -3 is -6. And then in the numerator here, this multiplication, -5 times 3 is -15. Then I can see that I can do this inside those braces. -3, I've got the braces, and there's going to be an answer in there, and I'm going to have a -6 under here. -15 minus 5 would be -20. And then I can do this multiplication up top. I have a negative times a negative, which is a positive, divided by -6. 60 divided by 6 is 10, and a positive divided by a negative is a negative. So your answer is -10. C, they want us to simplify it all the way. So they want the number answer. Let's think about the sign first. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 negatives. And 4 is an even number. When you have an even number, you're going to get a positive. So this is going to be a positive answer. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 3, 4 times 3 is 12, and 12 times 3 is 36. So it's +36. Okay? D. We're going to use opposites for this. Okay? So here we have the opposite of 2, which is -2. And if we take its opposite, that would be positive, and its opposite would be negative, and its opposite would be positive. So this is going to be a positive. So we're just going to write +2 as our answer. And it still works the same. You could count here and we've got an even number of them, and since there's an even number, then you would end up with a positive. E, is the following product positive or negative? Do not multiply. Give the reason. Let's count how many negatives we have. We have 1, and it's all multiplications. We have to check that, but it is. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is odd. That means we are going to get a negative answer. The book says the product is a negative number because the number of negative signs in the product is odd, and that would be your reason.